Wow, there was like no delay at all between when I hit start streaming and when it comes up because there's no game you have to run things through. Hey everyone, Brian Zane here from Wrestling with Regret. To my right, that's your left, is R. Felix Finch, and this is a different live stream than what we're used to. Usually we do like video games of some kind, but this is the first of its kind here in the rich history of Regret live streams because we are going to be doing a live reaction to very infamous thing that has recently surfaced on the network's Hidden Gems playlist called the AWA Battle of the Breakfast Gems. Yeah, it's fool's gold. The Battle of the Breakfast cereal. It was an hour-long special that AWA put on. Apparently, it was sponsored by, was it Post that sponsored it?
I think it was Post.
We'll find out soon enough who sponsored
Like
it.
we've literally only seen like the first 3 minutes of this. Like
Yeah.
neither one of us has watched this in full. So this is pure, true reactions, friendos.
Yeah, we're pretty much going to be able to go. We're live, pal, and we're just going to, you know, have some fun with it. We got our cereals here, including some classic 2000 era Sting cereal. That is going to be taste tested in the weeks after Mania. So we also got the Ultimate Warrior cereal here. My box of Bootios is missing, but we do have some spiritual successor to Bootios with some Lucky Charms here. We'll be enjoying those. You can barely hear us. Okay, well I can fix that.
Oh, of course the Sharks made the playoffs, Conehead, Cokehead. But the thing is, like, will we deliver? Because man, we can get close, but that brass ring is just a size too big.
All right, let's boost the audio a little bit, and hopefully that'll make people hear us a little bit better. So we, oh, by the way, yes, if someone noticed, LB 2.0 complimented your rainbow hair.
Thank you. Yeah, I needed to get something special done for Mania for the $1 Million Battle Royal, and my stylist Laura, check her out on Instagram at Laura Does My Hair. She saw my new merch and thought, hey, let's make your hair a rainbow too.
Exactly. I think it looks really good. I mean, I think you could pull that look off anywhere, and not just wrestling. If I may say so myself.
Thank you. Yes.
So yeah, if you want to watch with us, go pull the network, go to the Hidden Gems playlist. Should be the newest thing that's up there. AWA Battle of the Breakfast Cereal. And when I give you the cue, we'll all hit play at the same time. We can all watch and laugh at this together. And while y'all prepare that on your network feed, let's get our bowls of cereal going here. There, this is a little splash for me. I'm very portion controlled now because I'm trying to lose some weight before Mania week. Are we good? Yeah, finally. I didn't even touch it this time. This cord is so fickle.
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 Fickle. Where's Brian's rainbow hair? That's what I hit a certain Patreon going. $5,000. I do have my hair rainbow. Good question by Latoya. How does our stomachs not hurt from eating old cereal? I mean, it's not dairy based, and it's not like just old grains that are super, super old.
Yeah, if there's anything that's going to probably make us sick, our mouths will reject it before it gets to our stomachs.
Yeah, I mean,
as we discover.
Yeah, there are some things in the latest taste test we shot that are just like so unforgivable. But the cereal was not one of them. It was actually one of the better things we ate. So
spoilers.
Yeah, we are going to. So I think we're giving people enough time to queue up their network feeds. We've made it past, if there's a parental content warning chime, we've made it past that. So when we unpause it, when we hit X on my PS4 controller, then we'll start.
And I'll tell you, Double Toasted, I do have a very close relationship with that channel and with the hosts. You may see some things coming out in the future. I can't really speak about anything at the moment, but know that they are good friends of mine, and I've even hosted a show for them.
I was gonna listen to it, but there's a paywall, so I didn't.
Well, I can just give you a link to the actual audio podcast.
That'd be good too, yeah. Right. This is really riveting video. Us eating.
Can I take that milk over to the fridge because I don't want to leave it out for an hour.
It's not gonna spoil. It's okay. I'll take it. We'll take care of it. Okay. All right, so everyone's had time to get queued up. We're going to start playing this and reacting to it. Battle of the Breakfast Cereal in 3, 2, 1, boop. In your space. This is that predates in your house.
Let's see who got announcing here.
Oh, I can't remember his name now. Larry something.
Can you guys hear a little ambient noise in the background? The tough guys from General Mills, like Lucky Charm.
Yeah, Kellogg's versus General Mills.
It's the main event, the showdown of the century, as these two serial giants.
He's trying real hard to look up from his script.
Ruling events this evening. Let's go ringside for our ring announcer, Dale Gagner.
I mean, he's got a great beard.
Oh, it's a fantastic beard. Larry Nelson, thank you, Michael. Oh, we're going to get the national anthem, too. I was telling you this earlier before we actually went all the way to watch this. Also, I love her doily. I love the tablecloth she's wearing. Phenomenal.
Oh, she's cosplaying as my grandma's recliner.
I was telling this to you last week when we first watched the first few minutes of this. They should cut the national anthem out if it's not a particularly good performance when they do these rebroadcasts.
Historical accuracy, unless it's Mickey James.
Yeah.
That was a weird thing on the network when I saw that. The Mickey James Trish Stratus match where she licks her fingers is completely cut out.
Yeah. Ooh, Athletic Geek 89 with the $1.99 super chat suggesting almond milk. I am allergic to almonds, so
maybe. Well, you're in Nevada. Try hemp milk. No, don't try hemp milk. Hemp milk is the worst of the plant-based milks I've had.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I haven't tried almond milk enough to really know. But I know if I eat just regular almonds, my mouth gets all itchy and burny kind of feeling.
Yeah,
it's not a full I don't swell up, but it's I definitely have a reaction to it. That and hazelnuts, so I can't enjoy almonds.
You can't enjoy Ferrero Rocher?
I can't have Ferrero Rochers or Nutella. One Ferrero Rocher gets my mouth flaring up, so I can't have tree nuts basically.
Yeah, so I also on that same one, I'm allergic to avocados and melon. Avocado sucks, so I don't mind that, but melon is delicious.
Hot take.
Oh yeah, yes, I'm a Californian that hates avocado.
Let's see here. For those of you who are just tuning in, we are watching AWA's Battle of the Breakfast Cereals. We just made it past the national anthem if you want to try and join us on the network. Am I going to Grimomania? Nothing I know of. Someone at Black Label Pro is going to throw a handful of almonds at me. I believe it too.
They just throw Ferrero Rochers at you. No! The classiest of hecklers.
Oh man, you guys have a budget, Jesus Christ. Someone says Roseanne was savage. Yeah, she was the best at the national anthem.
Who is the best national anthem you think you've heard?
I don't know. Didn't Beyonce sing the national anthem at Obama's inauguration? Or was she sing another song? She sang the anthem, and that was a great performance. How about Jim Cornette's cereal, just full of pieces of cereal shaped like glasses. And glasses and hate is basically what the cereal be made of.
Taste the rage.
Latoya, this is the only shirt that is not available anymore. It's out of print. But if you go to prowrestlingtees.com/wrestlingwithregret, a whole bunch of new designs are up. Now look at this guy. Look at this robe. Somebody, I hope to God, thrown this cereal. What a heel. I want to eat it too. I hope that Total or General Mills or whoever sponsored this, I hope
Kellogg sponsored it.
I hope they paid money. I hope they comped these guys to get the robes made. So I'd hate to have to be the wrestler. Well, you gotta admit that robe's probably sitting somewhere in an attic somewhere, worth thousands of dollars on eBay.
Now, my question is, obviously General Mills is the heels here. Is there just no copyright law at this time? Is there no copyright protection protecting them from being?
I'm also surprised about that. Cause like, cause like WWE does sponsor stuff all the time. Like, oh, this match is sponsored by Carl's Jr. or Zycam or whatever. They don't trash the competitors. It's like they won't have like, oh man, nice slam by Ruby Riott. By the way, Burger King sucks, don't they? Well, eat Carl's Jr.
Speaking of Burger King, right now on their app, you can get a free Whopper by taking their app using augmented reality and burning down ads for competition.
Man,
It'll burn it and replace it with a
burn it down.
Burger King with Seth Rollins. Yeah, see, I was thinking like Whitney Houston, Lou Bega I'd be interested to see. And yes, the Marvin Gaye one is awesome.
He boat floats.
Seems like Killer Bee. Is it Brian Blair?
Hondo the who? Hondo the Haymaker with the bees, like Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh man, I'll be all about those Honey Nut Cheerios. I love like the way they get heat is throw cereal at people, and it's like the New Day does that today, and people love them for it.
And also Honey Nut Cheerios, one of my favorite cereals. Oh, $1.99?
Super chat, my Athletic Geek. I know now not to give you almond candy at WrestleCon. No, don't give me almond candy, please. I'll have to give it to somebody else immediately.
240 pounds. He's lightning quick. He's Mr. Opportunity.
Mr. Opportunity.
It just says Kellogg's on it.
It's so weird because like they're introducing like ABAB, like heel guys come out. What the hell? What happened to that first announcement? Did we miss something? Was there a match that we just like pieced out through and didn't notice? Because we saw Total Terrible, we saw the other guy, and then they're gone. What happened?
Now, are they just announcing what the matchups are going to be?
Oh, that must be what it is.
Whichever.
Oh yeah, that's what they're doing. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Probably St. Paul.
The fearless leaders of both squads against each other in a battle of unmovable muscle and sheer ruggedness. Weighing in at 260 pounds from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the leader of the Mills team, he is the General.
The General. Is Colonel DeVere? Is Colonel DeVere? He got promoted.
Ed, Colonel General. Oh man, I need to call him. I need to try and get a hold of him and ask him about this. Oh my god, that's amazing. Colonel LeVere's like, I love how the fans are those like the representatives of Kellogg's, I think. They're in the front row with the jackets.
Well, notice his team does not have a black man.
Oh! Sick elbow drop on the box of cereal. Devastating Colonel appears, the General. Stop with that box of cereal. Oh man, that is amazing.
This is beautiful. Full price already.
Yeah. Oh man.
Did he just destroy cornflakes?
he doesn't break a smile or nothing. He just keeps the whole facade going. I love it. Not befitting of the Mega Maharishi. It's a Kellogg's company out. Look at that. Is that a Wahoo? That's amazing.
I can't tell.
But it's like, I love the fact that all the guys representing Kellogg's have the same generic, like, red jacket.
Yeah.
But, like, the heels have the nicest gimmicks. Like, those first two, the Hondo and Total the Terrible had, like, custom-made robes. And, you know, Colonel's got his shtick going on. Like, everyone else is just wearing, like, the team jacket.
It's like watching NJPW Young Lions for Kellogg's.
Yeah, why are they so... It's like, I get heels are supposed to be humble and everything. So yeah, this whole introducing of the competitors reminds me of Jay Biggs and a friend of ours and I went to Grand Sierra Resort several years ago to watch Hulk Hogan's Micro Championship Wrestling because it was touring, and that's what they did. Hogan won there, of course, but the wrestlers were, and so you had is that Tanaka?
These sweet mullets.
The sweet ass mullets and the sweet ass like near Zubaz tights. I love it. But no, like they would introduce all of the wrestlers one by one, all six of them, and then they went to like, intermission, and then they like had more matches. It was so bad. Kellogg's was 4-0. I bet they do. The Stone Cold Soap. It's in the shed. It's in the studio. Someone get the brush. Someone get the broom and get the shed. Are they gonna wrestle while in there?
Oh, barefoot breakfast cereal match.
Sales and marketing, the S&M team.
What? Wait, what?
Sales and marketing, the S&M team. Is that Greg Gagne? Yeah, that's Greg Gagne, and I think that's Tom Zank. Yeah. Wow.
The original Z-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Z-Man and Greg Gagne.
I don't know what. Wait, are these the High Flyers?
I think that's the High Flyers. Yeah.
Yeah.
High Flyers are S&M marketing. You'll remember the High Flyers.
So where's the dumpster?
Yeah. It was basically Lakers versus Nuggets for the whole show, but yeah. All right, now let's get to the first match.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first presenter, weighing in at 225 pounds.
Tilts up, tilts up. Camera, hey, tilts up.
The real sales fighter from Battle Creek, Michigan, Mr. Scott Richards.
So wait, they gave the weight for the referee. Who is this guy?
Come on out here.
What is this? Where this?
You're gonna fight me. You're gonna fight us all because we're a team.
Let's see, it looks like there's Wheaties over there.
Yeah.
Which I think is also General Mills.
Oh, High Flyers, Greg Gagne and Jim Brunzell. We were half right.
Are you gonna take it? Ben Irvin, you and your management team, are you gonna take it anymore?
Wait, D. Snyder here? Special guest performance?
I just can't believe is he wearing a wireless mic or is he just super loud?
Are you gonna
Or
take it?
a headset mic or something you just can't see.
No, he's just projecting.
It's just that dead a crowd that he can project as much and he's completely audible. Why'd Sting get a spray tan for the box cover? I don't know. He was a tan dude. He was in Venice Beach, California.
Crowds in the world, are you gonna stand for this?
There's one guy. No. I love that.
Take it anymore.
Let's see, I'm looking up who's on there.
You got that? Your team shot, guys. Is that it? I want you to
Braun must do a Snickers. Oh, I'm sure they'll do a Snickers ad where it's like he morphs from like Alexa Bliss to Braun Strowman or something.
Well, it'd be the other way around.
Yeah. When will Becky Lynch get her own cereal? That'd be awesome.
Lassie Charms.
Oh yeah, crunchy man flakes. I don't know. That sounds pretty gross in that context.
We're in Minneapolis because we
Thoughts on the Kings, Felix? Cokehead's asking your thoughts on the Kings.
Fuck the Kings.
Oh, he's got a lapel mic. That's right.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. Snickers versus Mars bars, May 36. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't had like a Snickers versus
Yeah, they
Nestle owns Snickers, don't they? Or am I don't know, I forget.
How did they not lobby to just call the women's battle royale the Snickers presents?
Yeah, just put a. Oh yeah, you know what's interesting? I don't think we've heard any build for like a women's battle royale for Mania.
Oh, you're
this
right.
year. Like we still have the Andre battle royale, barely. Like it's all you know about is it's Braun and Michael Che and Colin Jost are the only ones in it, as far as we know.
Oh wait, Michael J. and Colin Jost are in the battle royale too?
They announced it last night. It's amazing. I hope it goes over as well as Drew Carey. Finally, Drew Carey can have a spiritual successor in Michael Che and Colin Jost.
I would like to see skinny Drew Carey make a return.
Dream Puffs, the Velveteen cereal. That wouldn't be a bad idea. What is going on? This is going on.
Man, how long has it been?
Here comes Nut and Honey Crunchers.
Nut and Honey?
Yeah,
Nut and Honey Crunch O's. That must be the original name of Honey Nut
It's a sales
Cheerios.
meeting. It's a sales meeting. It's what this whole show is.
Oh!
It's a sales meeting disguised as a wrestling show. I love that.
Hell of a winner, right? Do you want to sell this?
What was such a heel? To be fair, who do you know that eats total?
Nobody.
What team is Grape Nuts?
That's Post.
Okay.
It's actually the team of the devil. Mars is just Snickers without nuts. Don't at me. It's true.
Hey, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Wait, no, that's Mounds and Almond Joy.
Yeah, you're close. Yeah, you're peeking the mic, Felix. Don't laugh so loud.
Yes, sorry guys, that is one terrible thing. Like, I have a naturally booming voice.
So sorry about that.
Which, by the way, is great when you need to get the attention of a locker room for like the booking meeting.
Just tell you a funny joke, and then everyone go, huh? All right, now I have your attention. Here's the important thing. Hang on.
Where's Don Scott? We're going to fight him on the loading docks. Okay?
We're gonna fight with a loading.
Wait,
dock,
is
Felix.
he doing the Winston Churchill?
We're going to fight these guys on TV. We're going to fight them on the printed page. And I got to tell
We're
you,
gonna fight him in between these four ropes as if it were Cesaro.
We're going to fight him on the ice.
On the ice? Are we doing ice capades?
Are they sponsoring a hockey game after this?
It's a fair fight, because these guys have never been fair. They're going to have some fun.
I love how cutthroat the cereal industry is, where you have to say that Total never fights fair. The General Mills are bad people. What could you possibly do to not fight fair in the cereal market, cereal sales wars?
I've got to tell you, we've got a slam dunk for Mr. Jordan, because we're not going to put up with Mr. Jordan and Wheaties anymore, right?
Fight Michael Jordan! That's a hot take.
What year was this?
Whatever 80s year this was.
I think this has to be like 92 or 93.
Fuck Michael Jordan. Fuck
But it
Wheaties.
used to be good. Before all of us started, that's for sure.
Let's see. What year is this? What year is it?
What year is it?
Okay, that's not the ad. That's not the story I wanted to read at all.
89, people are saying. It's not fair. They use oats instead of cardboard. We can't compete with that. Oh, he punts it. He punts it like Snitsky punting a baby.
This is the Hyatt Hotel in Minneapolis.
Isn't Total's raisin bran without raisins? Yeah, it's Frosted Flakes, but they took the sugar off.
Pete Gerasi, are you getting a little tired of these guys? Where are you, Pete? How about your
I think he's just like stomping his shit into the cereals, getting more
okay.
worn into the canvas and stuff.
Where's the bellboy to like?
Yeah, where's Ring Crew to sweep this up?
Where you at, Dave? Are you tired of hearing this crap?
Yes, get to the wrestling, please.
How long into this wrestling show have we gone so far?
I'll tell you, folks, I'm gonna say one
We've
thing
got,
to these guys.
we're 16 minutes in.
Really? Only 16?
I haven't seen a single but. Well, actually, that's not true. Colonel Beers with the elbow drop on the box.
Yes, please.
Is the only bump we've seen so far in this show. 16 minutes in.
Has Colonel De Beers done a cold open for us?
No, I gotta get a hold of him. I gotta see if he can do that for us, though. We're not gonna take it anymore.
Have him do it with Ian.
Okay. They rename him Mr. Black. That's what I loved about that UWF show. Is like in the cold open, it says Colonel Beers with Mr. Black. You never see at the show. He just doesn't show up.
This is the Melee in Minneapolis.
No, in Minneapolis, let's do this.
All right, and thank you for the hit.
Let's see here. Okay, Lucky Charms versus Alpha Bits. Hornswoggle versus Sandow. There we go. All right. There he is, Total Terrible again. They got the whole fresh box. Do the whole shtick over again. Frisco Flakes. That's a good cereal idea for you.
It's like all my marshmallows are rainbows.
Exactly. Tony the Tiger impersonator, pure competitors ad. There we go. Now I don't have a legend in front of me, so I got to figure out who's actually who. Because I don't actually recognize a couple people that I've seen so far. So yeah, we're finally gonna have a match, like almost 20 minutes in. Battle of Breakfast Cereal.
All right, Mike Enos is the Total guy.
Oh yeah, that is Mike Enos. You're right.
And his regular name was Tommy Jammer. Is this guy?
Wow, he's got a good physique. I'm surprised we didn't see more on Tommy
Like,
Jammer.
that is a really good physique.
Actually, classic.
It's like he's shaped like an LJN toy.
Well, he looks like he's got a build like Paul Roma. That's who he reminds me of.
That's
in the physique. Looks totally like Paul Roma.
for sure.
Cereal Man. We already have a Cereal Man at Hood Slam. So.
Well, isn't he part of Wrestling Has It Tomorrow? Or no, Wrestling Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, Cereal Man's part of that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they've battled Hood Slam.
Oh, so they did clean the canvas. That is good. I'm glad they swept that off. No pulling the hair.
No, he's just complimenting his mullet.
Don't put too much milk in the cereal or it gets all soggy. Not even Captain Crunch can save that. You've got Larry Nelson, always ambient PA, ambient commentary. I love that. I love commentary that goes over the PA system. It's the best. Oh boy. Thanks for those who are watching this right now with us and suffering. Okay. Oh, well, look at the boost. He didn't even need to get a boost on that hip toss. Who are the better cereal, Ultimate Warrior or Sting? Ooh, you know, I had well.
I didn't taste the Warrior cereal.
I don't want to give it away. I will say I think Sting's cereal tastes a little bit better than Warriors, just because the Sting cereal was like 11 years newer, and also because the chocolate flavoring I think that's what put it over the top for me.
Yeah, I don't know what Warrior cereal tasted like, so I can tell. I can tell you that there's one thing on this video, and I won't spoil what it is. But I hated Brian for it. Like, I wanted to punch him in the mouth.
We get a quick preview of like a 4-second clip on Twitter of us, our initial gut reaction from eating, our mouth reaction more like it didn't make it to our gut. But,
oh, nice drop kick. Oh, cowardly heel.
We're gonna get a lot of shtick in this show. I bet you anything. A lot of shtick. This is like on a Saturday. It's like their day off. And they're doing this bit. They're gonna take it as easy as possible.
To be fair, though, this is probably a paid show. Like immediately.
I'm sure they're paid, but it's like this is like when this is first. This is never gonna make air. It's not like Vincent Mann's gonna invent some thing on some magical thing called the internet that will broadcast this video in perpetuity whenever people want on demand. We don't even know what that is yet. Captain Lou Albanos. Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, get in the corner. Come on. There you go.
Like red viscous flakes.
Gangrel's red viscous flakes.
Oh, did someone actually put that there?
No, but that's a good idea. That's what made me think of it.
Mojo Puffs.
More shtick than Maccabi Mania. No, nothing has more shtick than Maccabi Mania. But this will be a lot of shtick, I bet you.
Like, by the way, this is like
Neutral Rocky, by the way. That's great.
I love that this match is almost like Wrestling School 101.
It's very basic, but I mean, I think that's good for the time. Neutral Rocky. What a great name.
Like I can.
Do you think if you look up Mike Enos on Wikipedia, like when it has names wrestle under, do you think Total Terrible is under there?
I'm gonna look it up.
I've seen some of those people, like when I was doing some research for a video recently, all these wrestlers where it's like they came out one time under a different name and it counts. Like someone on Wikipedia put that there. American Alphabets. Do they still make alphabets? I feel like that's not...
They do have Total the Terrible on there.
Yas. Oh, we missed the finish. By the way. I'm sure it was a top rope crossbody or a standing crossbody or a body slam.
Oh, look how excited though. There's a dude twirling his shirt.
Oh yeah, these guys are into it. Revival's here, no flips, just flakes. Davey Richards with a cereal every 3 boxes, the bag no shows. Yes, it's quality Davey Richards burn right there.
Michigan, the winner is
Neutral Rockney. Neutral Rockney. So who's watching along with us, by the way? Say in the chat if you're watching this with us, because right now, if you're just watching us reacting to this, I would imagine it's not as engaging.
Yeah, where's the time?
We are 22:35 right now is our current time.
8, 9, 40.
Yeah, 22:40 is our current time. Are we getting another presentation from a Kellogg's executive who's going to stand at a podium?
Oh, it's a smash cut.
We get a hard edit.
And we're mad as hell, as Scotty said, and we're not going to take it anymore.
Wait, he's British?
Oh.
GM spots are obscene. Have they no shame? Instead of pointing out the benefits of their brand, they put down the Kellogg brand. What a way to expand the market.
I think he's Australian. He sounds like he's got Australian.
I think you're right. He is Australian.
And it's not just the ads. It's the trade allowances, the FSIs, the backpacks.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
He's Australian for sure.
Fuck those FSIs.
It's time to fight fire with fire.
This is
This is annoying.
This is simultaneously the worst and best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Next 5 minutes or so.
By the way, he missed his calling as a manager.
Oh yeah.
This guy's cutting a great promo.
It has just 2 major thrusts.
He sounds kind of like Eric Idle as the Australian philosophers, like with the corks on their hats.
We're going to continue to
We're gonna fight fire with milk.
strategy will also continue to take most of our varied resources, but not all of them as in the past.
Oh, is it? See the teleprompter? You see that? He's got like the little glass panels. That's teleprompter,
Throwing our
baby.
competitors off balance, keeping them guessing, not knowing
But he's looking everywhere, so it's
Well, yeah,
good.
that's
He's
why
a professional.
It makes it look like he's actually able to engage with the audience.
And then move on. Pick up another one.
Alley oops, a cereal so good you'll lose your first name.
Brands that engage in these dirty tactics.
I love the idea that the world of cereal sales is so cutthroat and so devious. They gotta mention that in their hype speeches.
We haven't resorted to such tactics in the past. But these are extraordinary times.
These are extraordinary times.
How do you conduct a war of surprise in the marketplace?
A war of surprise in the cereal marketplace.
Intelligence. This stuff. Plus a little-
I am deeply engaged by this guy's
You
speech.
must know
I
as
want to
much
work for
about
Kellogg's.
the-
I want to work for Kellogg's now. I want to work for Kellogg's. I want to be on the winning team and become a
In the
sales
cereal wars.
become a sales rep for Kellogg's.
What was that? The franchise wars in Demolition Man?
Yeah.
And how did we get that plan? Well, simply.
This is
by
so
piecing
weird.
together bits of information.
Like, this is like low-key a sponsorship commercial for Kellogg's that they're just broadcasting. It's there permanently now.
Dean
Thanks to
Ambrose.
you, we also
That's
have
actually pretty
comparable
clever.
intelligence
Goldust
than
Grahams.
our other competitors. But how does a well-honed marketing unit such as
Well,
ours
what?
get
A
such
well-honed
information?
marketing unit.
What would be Charlotte Flair's cereal?
I think it's Queen Flakes. Somebody mentioned earlier Queen Flakes. It's probably a good one.
Although you
Oh,
may
Roman
not
Reigns
recognize
and
the
Bran.
process of the news or in April, it's happened
And for lunch, you can have ramen reigns.
We'll be right in the middle of a surprise assault.
I wonder if I wonder if I can get that jacket on eBay.
And we're
Say
going
a
to
part
call
of-
the enemy.
I guess it makes sense they gotta kind of like up the shtick with their speeches, because like you can't have a wrestling show as the framing device for your sales meeting and then follow it up with these like shitty speeches like, well, our numbers were up 10% from last year, something like that. So I guess you gotta kind of up the ante and make it sound like you're in a war environment.
It's apparently so. I'm looking up Red Kellogg's jacket. I do find.
Braun Strowman, let's go.
Yes, it'll be bloody.
Cornetto.
God.
We're sure as
Cornettos, which is great because I think that's the name of the ice cream brand. In,
Oh, Cornettos, yes. That's why it's called the Cornetto Trilogy.
yeah.
as part of these tactical guerrilla attacks,
Guerrilla attacks.
all the rest of our marketing weapons.
It's,
Our marketing weapons.
It's cereal, guys. This is breakfast cereal we're talking about here. They haven't even entered the cereal bar market yet. Those haven't been invented yet.
Didn't even know they had.
Okay. Oh, that says Jolene on it. Someone found a '90s like embroidered jacket, but I can't find that satin, that sweet satin Kellogg's jacket.
Coupon. And our trade allowances will nullify anything competitors can throw into that trade.
Yeah, trade allowances all the way. More Ronaldos.
Jeff Farmer, how do you feel about the Great Days of Frosted Flakes?
Yep. Or better yet, go to his opponent Motley Cruz. How do you feel about Golden Grams? Get me excited, man.
All plans will get a shake-up too. Frankly,
Is that still going? I think these are going to be very short matches. Based on what we saw in the opener, they're very short matches.
But this is a fascinating marketing meeting.
January with a direct mail coupon and so on. Not so anymore.
Direct mail coupons.
It's crazy to think like this is like, imagine what a meeting like this would be today, because like the internet's years away from this point, not even around yet. So like, imagine how different like sales meetings like this are now, when it's like all social media and native advertising and all that stuff.
I don't know if this is truly '80s though. I haven't seen any cocaine yet.
Well, it was all hidden in the cereal. They all mushed it out. And everything. They just-
So they didn't say what they're frosted with.
That's why the canvas is empty. They just snorted it all up.
But to win such a war of surprise, we must accept and prevail over certain challenges. First,
Get these
we
brands.
must target
Macho Man.
drivers
Oh,
and
yes.
Second,
Twisted
we
Bliss.
must be more innovative.
It makes sense because I think Alexis had kind of a rainbow color scheme in her hair before.
That would be Trix.
Tricks. Thank you.
Lightning
Twix is a left-right bar.
You're right. Thank you.
We must be focused.
I'm surprised they haven't made a Twix cereal yet. Actually, they've already made like other candies.
Oh, it was like, we are the cereal bar.
Yeah.
Then we must bring our marketing.
Vulcan Warrior O's, Nia Jax.
Bringing those rays to the sun together.
Nia Jax,
will
that's
apply
great.
an unbearable heat on the object of its focus. Finally,
I get the feeling that this guy is a veteran. Like he's a military veteran before he entered the Kellogg sales world.
Have you ever seen the pictures of the Australian army in Vietnam?
No.
It's great. It is amazing.
I want to see that.
I am going to show you.
And we're not going to take it anymore.
Again, D. Snyder.
But rest assured, we will prevail, and we will win. Because nobody can put the pressure on.
Nutter butter cereal. That sounds. Well, it's like one of my all-time faves is Reese's Puffs. That's kind of one of my go-tos ever since I was a little kid. So I wonder how close Reese's Puffs is to Nutter Butters. And we go black for a bit. Here we go. Now we're gonna have another match now. I think finally. Brother near O's. Oh yeah, that's an old Photoshop. I remember seeing that.
This is the terror in the Twin Cities.
They can't all be like the melee in Minneapolis, terror in the Twin Cities. They're all the same basic thing. It's just adjectives on nouns.
He is Hondo, the Haymaker.
Hondo, hungry haymaker. Hondo.
Again, I'm pretty sure that's a licensed image.
When I was in Croatia several years ago, I couldn't believe the amount of copyright violation in like just marketing for stores. I saw like a steakhouse with the Chicago Bulls logo on it, just like prominently displayed on their awnings. I would see things like, I saw a truck with like Johnny Bravo on the side advertising something, just like some blatant trademark infringement, trademark violation.
Let me look up who this is. Look at that sweet Jericho.
That is good.
And he's getting the cereal. The cereal's getting caught in his hair.
With the soul glow, it's gonna stick there forever.
But does he got the glow? Let's see. Honda this is Wayne Bloom, who was from the Minnesota Wrecking Crew.
Okay, you're looking at the Wrestle Crap induction for context.
Yes. So I can figure out who the hell this guy is.
Yeah.
Derek Dukes, also...
and General Mills HQ apparently is in Minneapolis, apparently. Which is weird that they're encroaching on enemy turf then. If GM's headquarters in Minneapolis and they have this Kellogg's thing going on, that's like DX rolling up in the tank going against Nitro.
Now, I wonder if there's like a Kellogg's double agent here in this war of surprise.
Oh yeah, the war of surprise. Yeah, I totally want to see. I want to see one of the Kellogg's guys turn heel and join General Mills clan or whatever, and be like spray paint the coat and shit. That'd be amazing.
Is it? Oh, Rob Van Grams.
Superstar Billy Grams is very on point. I like that one.
Sting, cereal, and milk. There is Sting
or no, sing it. Milk and cereal. Have you found that song at all?
Nope.
It's just a song about milk and cereal. That's all I know about it. Like back in college, I knew a couple girls who like lip synced that song on their, in their dorm room or something. It was really weird.
But why?
Yeah. X-Jocks. The honeybee haymaker, not the hungry haymaker. Hondo, honeybee haymaker. Hondo, honeybee.
Mr. Opportunity.
Now who's Mr. Opportunity?
Oh, what's the name of the wrestler?
Yeah.
Derek Dukes.
Okay.
But by the way, yes, that was Wahoo McDaniel. We will see. I assume later.
I can tell right away. Yeah. Bell's are starting a podcast. Good for them. They can join the vast sea of podcasts that are out there.
I did love an idea Biggs had yesterday. Where we go back, because, again, as I mentioned before, Brian, Biggs, and I all used to live together. And we lived together during the first season of NXT.
That's true.
And he talked about going back and rewatching that.
Yeah, rewatching the first season of NXT with with new hindsight eyes. They can't keep the cereal out of the ring. It just inevitably all gets in there. Harlem Heaties. So while this match is going on, I guess it's worth pointing out a couple things to plug. If you're a Patreon backer of the $5 and up variety, right now you get early access to the history of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which I will probably have to make small amendments to, like for this week. Now we know what we know from Monday, and then That's coming out Thursday, but it's available now on Patreon. A new Do It For The Content promo came out this morning with myself and Steiker Gongo Seke. It helps promote APW Uncensored and Black Label Pro's Adventures in Wrestling. Let's talk about, well, first of all, APW Uncensored this Saturday in Daly City, California. You can find me there. I'll be sponsoring Levi Shapiro and Steiker in an unlikely tag team against Cal, Jack, and D Rogue. And then with Black Label Pro's Adventures in Wrestling, of course, WrestleMania weekend, April 5th, White Eagle Hall in New Jersey. And that's the site of GCW's Collective, which is a whole series of events happening that weekend. But the Black Label Pro show will host the $1 Million Battle Royal. And it's going to be probably one of the most eclectic groups of wrestlers you'll ever see on that battle royal.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I guess technically this is intergender.
It is, because there's a few women. There's
Is it interspecies with Alley Cat?
Yes. And I don't know, I guess interspecies too, because I think Aspen is her name, the mermaid. So she's also in the Battle Royale now. Yeah, Alley Cat's going to be in it. Steph DeLander is in it. She's from Australia.
I don't know why Facebook isn't in this.
I know, right? Mariah Manick is also going to be in it. So it's very much...
I thought it was Maria.
Oh, it could be, you're right. Maria Manick. And it's going to be a great match. And not only is the $1 million on the line, but also the YouTube Championship.
And yeah, actually the WrestleCrap page is what I'm using to figure out who the hell everybody is.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Adventures, and if you have tickets for it, Adventures in Wrestling is right before Joey Janela's Spring Break 2.
Yeah, it's basically going to be, Adventures in Wrestling, then like NXT's right after that. So in fact, they bumped up the start time of the show by a half hour so people could make it to NXT. But then after NXT is Janela's Spring Break. So that's back at White Eagle Hall. So, it's like, I'm sure you can go online and find, there's a ton of schedules out there that tell you what's happening WrestleMania weekend. It's overwhelming. Like, even for the cereal box. Oh, and Mr. Opportunity no-sells it. What was in the cereal? A brick? Oh, you see a scar?
I did. I was going to point that out too, but
curious, what childhood accident did he suffer that caused that scar? Oh my God! Right on the flakes.
I would love them to be selling the flakes like thumbtacks.
Oh yeah.
Not a great super kick.
I love it's called In Your Space. What a weird. Is that?
Maybe because they're in General Mills is.
No. Nice shot of the crotch. So you're diving shoulder tackle with a finish. Mr. Opportunity. Goose Hudson with a $2 Canadian super chat asking if any cheese mooners are going to be mad at Triple H. What is that? Am I missing a reference?
The fuck is a cheese mooner?
So now that makes Kellogg's 2 for 2 right now, I think.
Why is NXT report no longer? For this guy's mental health.
Yeah, basically, I was sick of having to screen the comments in every damn video.
Again, it's something I'd like to bring back, maybe even to the Patreon page, because honestly, I want to cover a lot more of developmental, and I want to cover a lot of independent wrestling, because wrestling is growing, and wrestling we are in another boom period.
Apparently, a cheese moon is a person who believes the moon's made of cheese, because Triple H did make a joke about that in his promo.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, here we go. Bad guys. I love that thing. That's this bad guys sign over there.
Scott Hall just shows up for no reason.
Yes. look at the set of balls on that sales rep. He's going to get an increase in commission, I'll bet.
Dude, so just threw a water bottle at him.
That's heat, though. Kellogg's did guys. First time I thought Wahoo had a stogie in his hand as he was walking out.
That would be great.
But that's awesome. So we're going to get Colonel Beers versus Wahoo McDaniel. I never thought I'd get to see this match.
Oh, man. Again, I'm sure this was a great payday.
Oh, yeah.
and Wahoo looks just so stoked to be there. Oh, yeah. He's so hyped.
He's so thrilled. Oh, my goodness. So what's the time code? We're at 38:30 right now is our current time code. For those of you who are just joining us, we're watching AW's Battle of Breakfast Cereal. See, that's some good heel heat, though. Because Colonel's the only one so far people have been throwing stuff at him.
Yeah.
So.
Wait.
Dr. Dr. Dave?
Dr. K.
Dr. K. Which is great because you have the history of wrestlers over the years, like Dr. X, you know. Like,
yeah. Well, he's Dr. K after Dr. John Kellogg, the founder of Kellogg's.
Is that really?
Well, Dr. Kellogg, also the guy who popularized circumcision among young and fit boys because it would curb their sexual desires. Not lying. This is real, folks.
I've always been impressed at Colonel's mustache over the years. He's able to just to get it all nice and twisty.
And is it the film and lighting, or is his blonde like the orangest blonde I've ever seen?
He had a very light blonde dye job.
It's like they underdeveloped it.
It borders on green. In fact, I'm sure like if he fucks the combination up just wrong in the dye, it'll turn a different color. But I remember actually when I was in Manchester, I drove past on the way to WrestleCon. I drove by their plant in Manchester. So it was like celebrating 40 years of Kellogg's or whatever plant. That's
40, wow. Is it because Kellogg's been in the U.S. since the early 1900s?
Oh yeah, they've been around forever. But yeah, Manchester, apparently not the home of Kellogg's in the UK. Apparently, we should live stream the Team Challenge series. We might.
That would be good wrestling to watch.
Yeah. Well, Colonel LeBeer is also involved in the Team Challenge series. He was in the famous Turkey on a Pole match against Jake the Milkman Milliman, and he lost because it was due to a screwy thing where it's like he grabbed the referee. There was a ref bump. Oh, love that. And so, yeah, boosh. And so he grabs the turkey, he pulls it down, he walks over Milliman, and he's holding it down at his waist, and while he's walking over, Jake just yanks it out of his hand, and the referee comes to and sees that he's at the turkey, so he wins the match.
Man, I'm just looking at this, and it's like, you can tell that, like, again, like, I don't know if they're putting in all the effort or none of the effort.
Yeah, look at that follow through, the eye ring on the top rope. Oh, man. Oh, chop the gut. Oh.
Like, this is classic wrestling here.
See, yeah, this is like, it's so funny because Ed's style was so different from like, you know, even in a style that looked very kind of like old and kind of like up. I feel like his style like stood out from being especially kind of like grandiose and like super kind of, I don't want to say fake looking, but it kind of is, you know, especially to compare to today's style. And it's like I tried doing punches like his, and I got laughed out of the room when I tried doing that. That's why I never punched. I just could not do a good punch.
See, I don't punch for the opposite reason in wrestling.
Well, because you're a trained boxer.
Yes.
And you don't really know how to pull your punch.
It's like I know how to pull my punch, but I don't know how to pull my punch without first making contact. Mm-hmm. And that little bit of contact, which I think I don't know if it was you or Big that did that to him. Like, hey,
wasn't me. I don't think it was me.
Yeah, like whenever someone offers to take a punch from me, like, you don't want me to punch you. Boom! What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I think that's why everyone stiffed on you for a while, because they was getting their receipts. You're too stiff.
Well, you were there. The locker room clearing slap I gave to Rick Luxury.
Oh, were you there for that? I wasn't there for that.
I would think so. I mean, it was not.
Was that RWF?
Yeah, when they were in the Helen Evelyn mount.
Oh, I forget that for some reason.
Yeah, but that was a like 3-year receipt because Rick Luxury busted half my tooth.
Jesus. Is Biggs a trained wrestler? No. I think he trained for a little bit, but he never made it past.
Which is funny because he's like the biggest one. Like, he would tower over most of the guys he's announcing.
It's true. Like, it's funny. I'm a manager, and like, I was a manager. I'm an influencer now, and I'm taller than most of the guys I've ever been at ringside with. Like David Flex, who's I don't even know if he still works, but I know he used to work for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and I met him in WCWC back in the day, and he was like up to here on me, but he's jacked. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like so.
Oh, fiery comeback by Dr. K, and people throwing their shit in the ring still. Yeah. I'm trying to see what's going on with like this. So what room are they in? Is this like an?
This is a ballroom. This is definitely a Hyatt ballroom.
Yeah, hotel ballroom or something. I'm trying to see what's projected on.
Oh, ref bump!
That was a really interesting ref bump. I've never seen that before.
Like, just have someone whipped into... Because at that point, that's the ref's fault. If someone gets whipped into you...
It's like he timbered into the referee. That was really interesting. Finch and Zane versus Chain and Jost. Let's put that match on.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, I thought he was gonna throw like cereal in the eyes or something, like salt in the eyes. Where he had a loaded object, a loaded fist. That punch also looks like shit, by the way. It's worth pointing out.
Do they only have one ref on the show?
Maybe. Oh, the body slam, like Hogan slamming Andre. They should do another one. Have Nick Dinsmore play Special K.
Oh.
Too soon. Here we go. Oh shit! Wait a minute. It's a screw job. Oh.
Does he have underwear outside his?
He's wearing his underwear outside his tights.
Is he doing a quail man?
Oh god, Quail Man. The most unoriginal, uninspired like costume you'll see like a superhero crawl or something. I've seen like dozens of Quail Men at like superhero themed events. It's such a lazy costume. And now, 1, 2. Oh man, Dr. K wins dirty.
Yeah, the good guys go over dirt. Wait, he's dumping out the cereal.
Oh no.
Is he gonna power drive him on
He's
it?
gonna do like a Vader bomb into the cereal or some shit. Why? You don't see why I stopped wrestling entirely? Because I wasn't good. That's why I stopped wrestling. I just didn't have the work ethic or the physical coordination to really like, get in a better shape and like look good. Like in hindsight, I kind of wish it's like if I stuck with it and like actually got good, I felt like I had a good combination of like ability and like talk my way in, talk people to arenas. So I can talk, but it's like I never got the physicality down. But I look at what wrestlers today do and see how much more intense it is than when I first started training and like my teachers and everything. And like I could never catch up to what those guys are doing on the indies.
Again, this is why I love being a character because like I'm working with basically 2 torn shoulders and I'm able to do it because I don't have to worry about killing myself. It's like I go out there, I flamboyant, I prance, it's like I shake babies, kiss man.
Whoa, gotta switch those up. Had I gotten better, could I become Universal Champion? Well, don't bet on it. Now here we got Red Foreman here in the ring, or it's a young Dick Cheney. I can't tell.
It looks like a young Dick Cheney.
It's actually Vern Gagne with glasses on. I have managed Felix at a show, at the Taco Fest 2 years ago, I believe. Which Biggs put on. It was like one match.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one? Because like the guy came out with his like friend with the kendo stick. I'm like, oh, we didn't plan for this.
Oh yeah.
Because we planned a whole match and then he shows up like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Just another random manager shows up.
Yeah, and like, and now that what we do to get our heat makes him look stupid because he doesn't chase us. Then we shoot his ass out. I shoot him out after the match. I'm like, you have to fucking communicate that to us. You got to say that you're gonna have him come out here because it makes us look dumb, makes you look dumb, really dumb.
Yeah, and any WWE NXT aspirations? Absolutely. Getting paid to wrestle, again, that's the ultimate dream, especially something with whereas where like Ring of Honor or even Impact would probably give you more creative control, which would be nice. WWE NXT has a larger audience. They have a larger market share.
Yeah.
And this is a business. Business is about market share, which is why I would gladly, if all the major companies gave me the same contract at the same time, I would take WWE NXT every time.
Mm-hmm. Someone wants to ask what size I was billed at when I wrestled. I made it to 195, and that's back when I was like working out and like lifting weights. So I had some muscle on me, but I didn't do the cardio necessary to trim down and get some abs. So I was just like I had like some bulk up here in the chest and the shoulders, but that was literally it. That's all I had going for me. So I made it to like 195, 200 pounds at one point, but I'm more nervous about that hitting that weight when I'm not working out and not wrestling. So
how much do you weigh now?
When I started my little kind of diet to prep for Mania, I was at 196. So
yeah, I outweigh you by like 50 pounds.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to lose a few pounds before Mania weekend, trying to slim the neck up a little bit, and so I've just been doing pretty good meal prep and like just kind of like regimented on calorie tracking.
They have big shows. And
big show O's
and American alphabets.
Yeah, was I the Ellsworth of my time? I was definitely a jobber when I wrestled. I never won. Except for
And Snapchat didn't exist.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I just jog a lot. That's like, if you go watch, you can look up my matches on YouTube, like Brian Zane, Portland Wrestling. You can find a lot of my matches.
You can even find one on the world famous flea market.
Yeah, and they weren't good. Darkness is the absence of light. My matches were the absence of good. Oh, for the trophy, some speech from, we totally missed the Dick Cheney speech.
Tag team match for the coveted In Your Space trophy.
The coveted In Your Space
I was
trophy.
wondering, is In Your Space the name the AWA put on? Was that the marketing thing by Kellogg's? Like, what is that? Because it sounds like it just predates In Your House.
Yeah, and also, by In Your Space, again, I love that bad guys sign.
Tanaka looks like he's very nervous coming out there. It's like, Does proper eating make a huge difference? Yeah, diet plays a big role in fitness and health. I'd say diet's more important than exercise. Exercise helps tone you, gives you good cardio, but diet is the key to weight loss. Greg Gagne and the Z-Man. I missed their gimmick names.
S&M, Sales and Marketing.
Volpix wants you to explain your gimmick.
American Exotico.
There you go. Just think like flamboyant.
Oh, Paul Diamond, that's who the other one is. It's Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond.
Okay.
But, basically, it's just a very flamboyant, let's see, it's playing with androgyny, flamboyance, ambiguity, sensuality, Brian.
Yeah.
Sensuality, it's more important that I make people feel a certain way, not that I do certain things.
That's the difference.
Oh, God!
Bill Cosby's or James Ellsworth would be pedos.
NWOs.
NWOs is pretty good. A lot of O names in wrestling. There's the Barry O's.
And we're at 50-51. So.
Yeah, so in case you're just joining us, we're in the main event. It's S&M versus whatever the fuck these guys' names are. One half the Orient Express. Whoa, that was weird. Tanaka slipped.
The Mills Brothers.
Mills Brothers, yeah. I love the fact that they look nothing alike and they're billed as brothers. That's the best part.
It's like, again, I don't see how some people wrestle barefoot.
Yeah, for a few reasons. There's this, it's like just like.
Also, Tom Zank is able to muscle Pat Tanaka. Like, there's certain parts where you can see Pat Tanaka slips on a bump or something, and Tom Zank just muscles him through the rest of it.
See, Gagne just just land his foot right in his face.
Oh yeah. I was like, but hey, he's the owner of the company, so
his owner's son, at least.
Did he not have a share?
I'm sure Greg had some kind of stake in it, but Vern was the owner.
All right, fair enough.
I can't, don't quote me on that though. Oh, there he's the general. He got his gimmick back on and everything. This is taped for later, so it might be chopped up in a different episode. So he's got to look like he didn't just wrestle a match. Clearly, it's
they totally did. They totally didn't air this.
Have some cereal. Rejuvenate yourself with some nut and honeys. I remember that ad campaign. Yeah, he's gonna revive himself with the power of nut and honeys. Oh no!
Again, the faces are using the dirty tactics here.
But I love that. It's like salt. It's like replace salt in the eyes. Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond were bad company in AWA, managed by DDP. I did not know that. But yeah, wrestling barefoot though, I never understood that. The cleanliness of it is one thing. I think it was for injury too.
And granted, it's probably better on that kind of canvas top than it is on a vinyl.
Oh sure.
Top, which I have seen someone wrestle barefoot on vinyl in the rain. And what was that bump?
Was that Sir Samurai shit, that bump? I remember. No, that's something different. I remember Samurai doing a spot where he was wrestling out in the rain, and he does a joke spot where he runs at him, just a cartoon whoop, and just takes a bump on him.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did this show for real. We did a show for ACW in Austin, and it was pouring. It was a bright and sunny day. We set up the ring. Show starts. Rain starts pouring, and we're like, whoa. We're still wrestling, and suddenly everything became a technical masterclass, except this guy Justin Taylor and Scotty Santiago.
No one was hitting the ropes, or it was all doing chain wrestling.
Pretty much, and we were still bumping our asses off by unintentionally.
Nice.
The best thing was Justin Taylor and Scotty Santiago decided, no, we're just gonna go wrestle the same match we were gonna do anyway. So they're doing high flying shit, and everybody is just having a heart attack watching.
Don't slip, break your neck. But I remember Rusev switched to boots because he originally wrestled like barefoot, but he like.
Oh, when he was Alexander Rusev.
Yeah, but he switched to boots when he broke his ankle. Like he had like 1 or 2 ankle injuries, and so he's like, well, boots for me, you know.
Yeah, what was it? By the way, speaking of like Alexander Rusev and Ali, who's had the best like who's had the best name drop?
Well, it's funny because I think a lot of those names, it's like when you first hear the name gets changed, you initially kind of balk at it because you're used to one thing. But over time, I think we just get used to it, and it's fine. Like, I don't think anyone cares that Big E doesn't have Langston anymore. I don't think anyone cares that Cesaro dropped Antonio. You know? Carlito Caribbean Cool was a mouthful, and so I'm glad they just put him as Carlito. Like, sometimes they work.
And then with Carlito, that's still an homage to his father.
Yeah.
And also his name.
And Neville was Adrian Neville, and now he's just Neville. I think Neville's fine. I think, like, it's because we're just used to it. We hear it in our heads. Like, you're always used to hearing Andrade, Cien Almas, and now it's just Andrade. It's that it fucks with you, you know?
Yeah, although it makes his previous merch not make sense.
He had merch?
Yes.
I didn't realize Andrade had merch.
Yeah, like it was like his face in the $100 bill kind of spot for Cien, because Cien is 100.
Did you see that when you were at Takeover? Because I've never seen that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I occasionally, I think the best, kind of one of the best pieces of merch I've seen that I've never seen anywhere is Alicia Fox's like questionably furry shirt.
Is it just like a fox with a captain's hat, or?
Yes, it's like a fox with a captain's hat, and then on the back I want to say "I'll be your it says "I'll be your captain" on the back of it.
I figured it would say "crazy like a fox" or something. Titus O'Neil. They took Apollo Crews' last name away because at the time, like, there was a shooting happening and the last name shooter was Crews, different spelling, but they didn't want to associate Apollo with the shooter, so they took away his last name, and then they just brought it back a few months later because, like, the fervor had died down. Because at that point, 2 or 3 more shootings had happened, so fuck it, who cares about this guy anymore?
Woo!
Sad commentary. But yeah, here you see the general came back out again, trying to help his buddy. So yeah, he was Apollo for a little bit, and he got the last name back. So you can see Paul Diamond, he's got some kind of foreign object in his hand, some black item. Oh, Tom Zank with a big crossbody. Oh no!
Oh, crossbody, and they stopped the Mills brothers.
So yeah, so I think somebody called at the beginning. Kellogg went 4-0 in this sales meeting. Come on, you gotta have. Is that where it ends?
The
Yeah.
results
No.
really speak for themselves.
They sure do, Larry.
This evening's matches. They overwhelmed the General Mills gang in every capacity. From speed to quickness to power to teamwork. From the opening bell to the closing tag.
Just like they're gonna do in the supermarkets.
To me that this Kellogg team
We will fight them in the deli. We will fight them in the meat market.
We'll fight them in the frozen food section.
Mills team, it had to be a humiliating defeat. And even more embarrassing.
I wonder what size
Kellogg's
font he's
stuffed
reading
their
off of
faces
in that script.
Right in their backyard. After this evening, General Mills had better think twice before taking on Kellogg's again.
Or they're gonna cheat to win. Oh my god.
Oh, and looks like that's the end of it. All right.
That was it. That was that's the Battle of Breakfast Cereals. That was oddly fascinating in a way because, I didn't really do a lot of research for this. I didn't want my expectations to be tempered by reading other things. So knowing that it is basically it was a sales meeting gussied up as a wrestling show, I think it's the coolest idea ever. Like, the wrestling fan in me, if I were working at a job or a sales rep or something, and there was some wrestling themed event, I would be the only one marking out,
Yeah, this is something I could see, like, Biggs pitching to. Actually, I think that's how Biggs got Taco Fest started. Was pitching it at the radio station meeting about advertising. Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is insane. By the way, that one Australian guy he had a really passionate promo.
He was definitely into it. Am I going to do a review on this? No, this is pretty much it. Like, I'm sure at some point in the future we'll talk about other wacky stuff, and this might come up. But I mean, yeah, like I said, this is so fascinating. It's just like this non-canon wrestling show. It's like when APW used to book birthday parties for people. Like, that's that kind of thing where it's just have a few matches, 5 minutes each or whatever. But I love the fact that, like, the faces like cheated two of their 4 matches to win. But I also love the fact that the Kellogg's of course went 4-0. It was so symbolic.
And I love that Wahoo McDaniel just like he had no fucks to give at this point.
And Wahoo was he had one foot out the door at that point.
Yeah, I'm fascinated to hear what the Colonel has to say when you speak to him about this.
If I get a hold of him, yeah. Apparently, Conehead's been bugging you about the Oilers, so tell him about the Oilers.
Oh, the Oilers, Connor McDavid, and nobody else. That's it. It's like, as much as I love hockey, you gotta recognize this isn't a hockey show. We weren't watching a hockey game.
Yeah.
We're watching wrestling. The Goon didn't even show up.
I know. That would have made it very hockey appropriate. Yeah, this was fun. Like, I like the idea of doing more live stuff. Like, I don't know how many more opportunities you and I are gonna have to watch stuff together, because like today you're on the road again.
Yep, I'm heading to Boston for PAX East. So if anybody sees me out there at PAX East, say hi. I'll be working at the Samurai Punk booth, and then the week after that is WrestleMania.
Yep.
I should be back like the second week of May.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if we can do something then.
We should try and also coordinate like a public meetup with people, because I know Thursday is gonna be our big day where we just kind of like go around New York. I mean, like, there's a part of me that says let's meet somewhere in Central Park, but like where? Because it's so massive, like meet like at lunchtime-ish or something.
Oh, that would be a great name for an event. Trolls in Central Park. Just invite all the entire YouTube comment section.
Yes.
Don Bluth deep cut.
But yeah, I think that'd be a good thing to do. Like, I'm definitely having a nice public space, easy to access. So like probably somewhere in Central Park. Stay tuned to social media, and we'll try and make that public. But yeah, Friday morning and all day Saturday, we're going to be at the Hilton in Midtown New York for WrestleCon. Then Black Label Pro Friday afternoon at 3:30 at the White Eagle Hall in Jersey City for Adventures in Wrestling. That's a stacked show. There's a lot of shows happening that weekend, but Adventures in Wrestling probably has like the most kind of well-rounded card, like something for everybody. It's got like the technical wrestling. You got Jonathan Gresham and Yoshino. You have your comedy stuff because you have Orange Cassidy and Brian Alvarez. You're gonna
and half of the roster of the Battle Royal.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, most of the Battle Royal is going to be interesting wrestlers for sure. The Brian Zane Battle Royal, I think it's I'm very honored and privileged that I have like this event that's kind of in my namesake, WrestleMania weekend. Not everybody gets to do that.
Yeah, and $1 million Battle Royal, yet I had to beg for a raise.
Hey, the money, it all goes somewhere, It's just gonna be a big fun weekend, and then if I don't see another show that weekend, I'm not gonna care, because there's a karaoke lounge 2 blocks from our hotel. Yes, you better believe I'm going there most nights.
Yeah, it's like I gotta get my VPN set up so I could check out G1 Special in the USA Live.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll be watching and reviewing NXT Takeover while we're there.
Takeover, it would probably be easy. Like I said, I'd love to have us do the ROH NJPW show as well, but.
We'll see. I mean, there's only so much time in the day, and that's, I think, one of the hardest things about being a wrestling fan, like just in general, but also just like WrestleMania weekend. There's just like an unending gauntlet of wrestling.
Yeah, because like I want to go to the Stardom show, but I think that's at the same time as Adventures in Wrestling.
You have to make tough choices as a consumer, as a performer. You only have so many hours you can give, and not to mention call time if you're a performer. So it's like there's only so many things you can do at any given time. I felt heartbroken the fact that BLP is conflicting with like half of Friday's WrestleCon, because I think Friday's the bigger day. But I mean, it's just, we're going to go to spring break. We're going to see if we can stick around, and just kind of hang out backstage. But even then, it's like super no vacancy, I've been told. So
Joey Janela put out that. Like, unless we directly tell you can be here, if you're not on the card and don't have a ticket, don't be here.
Yeah, and spring break's so massively sold out, and I'm sure people are kind of like jacking up rates if they want to resell tickets. So that's not an interest of ours. I mean, it's interesting, but it's like, I don't think I'm going to have time to watch it. But yeah, I mean, it's like, the WrestleMania card's shaping up to be kind of interesting. I'm surprised it's like there's not that many multi-mans this year.
Yeah, I'm curious though, because people have been saying like there's allegedly 17 or 18 matches, and I'm just like, let me put every championship out there. There's like 2 top titles, 2 women's titles, 3 tag now.
Yeah.
2 mid cards, cruiserweight, So there's 10 matches right there without any.
Well, yeah, without any, with no titles. So then with the non-title matches, you got Triple H, Batista. You've got Angle, Corbin Bleu.
Ms. Shane.
Miss Shane. I'm trying to think what else is. What's official?
Oh, we get Andre Battle Royal.
Yeah, but I mean, we're also taking we have to take the pre-show into account because that will at least have 1 or 2 matches. I don't know. I'm scared for an 8-hour Mania in an outdoor arena.
In the Northeast.
In the Northeast.
Take that jacket I brought you. It's super warm.
I was gonna say I'm gonna bring up ponchos. I'm gonna get ponchos for all, just in case, you know. So yeah, but I mean, it's a very exciting next couple of weeks in store for the channel, for fans in general. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I think WrestleMania, it's like, you know, there's a lot to complain about with Mania and the build and the show itself, but I think it brings the best out in wrestlers and in fans usually. And I think people hopefully will get to support their favorite stuff, and it'll be a fun time for all. And New York's fun, in my opinion. I've been there a couple times, and I've loved it every time.
And as far as this channel goes, things like that, like I always like, especially after Mania is when I want to bring a lot of new content, because to me, wrestling isn't an annual thing. I don't measure things by this year. I measure Mania to Mania, and the seasons are Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
So, like, again, that's how, at least in my head, that's how wrestling seasons work.
So we'll try and get a bunch of different content for while we're in Mania weekend. I have some ideas for what I want to do, especially at WrestleCon, try and get some interviews with people. It's going to be a grand old time, and I'll have a live stream next week trying to do a Mania simulation or something, and see how long that holds out. But until then, it's been fun. We've had some cereal, we've had some laughs. This is a bottle of water, it's not a box of cereal. Here's some more cereal, Lucky Charms. It's been fun, and maybe one of these times in the future we'll do another live reaction. I apparently have to fix the order of the Kayfabe Kitchen playlist. Okay, I'll work on that. Thank you. But until then, folks, it's been a lot of fun. For R. Felix Finch, I'm Brian Zane. We'll see you next time.